thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/the reason to get started.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
Stop touching that snooze button and get ready to clock in with the best morning show on planet Earth.
I want to try and beat them.
Okay.
Well, I don't necessarily want to beat you per se. I just want to be the best that I can be.
You know what it is, Truth Nation. It's time to wake up with Milwaukee's favorite morning show.
Don't allow 10 seconds to affect the next 10 years of your life.
Man.
You snapped off, and now you went from partying at the Kardashians to being in a cell 23 hours a day.
Giving you an informative dialogue with a side of fun and laughter while cutting through the noise and bringing you the real stories behind the headlines.
My point is, if you're 40 or if you're still trying to push for something, it doesn't mean that it's over just because it's been delayed. Delayed doesn't mean denied.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, this is Truth Be Told with two-time Emmy Award winner Telly Hughes on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming on YouTube.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, December 18th, 2024. Welcome to Truth Be Told with Telly, live from the American Family Insurance Studio inside the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. It is Wednesday, and you know what that means. I got my man T. Smith in the building. Good morning, Tony.
What up? What up?
And, of course, we got DJ Ricky on the ones and twos. Good morning, Ricky.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you feel? How you gentlemen feeling this morning?
Man, trying to get it, man. It's hump day. You know, we halfway home on this week, and I know a lot of Bucks fans are feeling really good about about today. Yes, yes.
500K.
Yes.
Ooh.
What do you? Come on, man. Now, Tony, it sounds like you hating because 500K was probably half of your salary your rookie year, huh?
No, 500K was more than my rookie salary.
So, man,
Yeah,
you know what? If I'm
back
you,
then was not 500. Wasn't even close.
If I'm you, Tony, I give you. I don't know if I have the power to invest this in you, but you got the right to hate a little bit, man. Somebody just, I mean, those Bucks players just got $514,000
For winning a regular season game.
For winning a regular season game last night. More than what you made your entire rookie year.
Yes. It's probably equal to what I made my first 2 years.
Before or after taxes?
Probably before. It's probably equal, close. It's close, right around there. They're close.
Wow.
2 years of work, and they did it in a season tournament, little whatever.
Right. Ricky, you can say it out loud. What do you say now? What do you need to worry about now?
Now that said, they win that damn championship.
Exactly. The Larry O'Brien is what you care about.
That's literally really why I was making the face and the sound. It's like So who cares about this made-up? This thing wasn't even alive 3 years ago. Now all of a sudden it's a big deal? No, it's not.
Actually, Tony, I think it's a good thing because you know how it's been in years leading up until last year. The regular season, you have all these guys sitting out and they're not really playing hard. Yeah, of course, that was you never experienced that.
No,
but. You got all these guys that are not taking the regular season seriously, and so it does make it more competitive.
Yeah, but they're going to be sitting out again.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a little tournament for a couple of weeks. Now it's over. Now they're going to be sitting out again.
Yeah.
Because
you
did nothing. You
winning
2 weeks of the season.
Yeah, winning the NBA Cup doesn't ensure anything because the Lakers won it last year, and we know what happened with the Lakers. But we can focus on the now, and the now is the Bucks are the NBA Cup champions after beating Oklahoma City last night, 97-81, and they actually get a banner too.
Hey,
now I know you were really shutting that.
Give me a paper crown, why don't you?
Just
really
give me the green paper. Now that's the paper that I would care about. Right. Like bump it.
But even that, you think Giannis cares about an extra $500,000? He's making $40 million a year. No.
Yeah, but honestly, he said that he's happy to be able to hook up the rookies and the bench and stuff. So, I think that I would be more excited to do that when you're making that kind of money, where you're making Dame Lillard, Chris Middleton, that type of money, Giannis money. Yeah, that $500K, it's nothing. But
bottom line to me is that the NBA. It's got two sides, right? So from the player side that I'm on, this is your livelihood, right? It's also fun though. It's something you enjoy doing, and it's competitive, right? So that is that whole thing. The business side it's a business, and they're in the entertainment business, so they really have to be concerned about how much traction they're getting, how much attention they're getting, how much money they can draw in, and how entertaining their product is, right? Mm-hmm. So this is something that the players, coaches, no one's worried about that. Nobody on that side is worried about that. This is all the business side. Adam Silver, they're all worried about that stuff. Okay, how sellable are we? How marketable are we? All right, so they, with this NBA Cup, this is nothing but listening to chatter about the narrative being built up over years. But like you say, guys are sitting out. Mm-hmm. They don't like that because, as I say, the other side, they're concerned with winning. Like, I don't care if my dude misses a game here in the middle of December.
Yeah, I want him to be ready in April.
I want him to be ready for April when the real thing starts. So now all of a sudden they're like, hold on. These people, our fans, that's where it started. Our fans pay, like you got LeBron or Giannis coming to your city. Like if you play in Dallas, like Giannis is coming there one time. Mm-hmm. He's coming there once to play. And if my son like Giannis, I'm buying that ticket. Right when the schedule comes out, I'm getting that ticket. And all of a sudden, you're going to tell me Giannis is sitting out that particular game?
Yeah.
Like, bro, this is why all this stuff comes about. Like, fans are getting upset about that. There's narrative built up online. Now, especially social media, it gets around quickly. People were probably complaining about stuff back in the day, but no one could hear them.
Yeah.
Now everybody can hear them. So there's a narrative being built up. These games are meaningless. The players don't care about them, which is totally false. And as a business, you have to listen to the people that are paying you, right? Mm-hmm. The people that are providing you with what you have. So they got to react when that narrative is out there and the narrative is gaining momentum and actually becoming something of substance. So they got to say, okay, what can we do? All right, let's make up this. Somebody came up with the NCAA type style. NCAA is popular, right? So let's figure out how we can do something like that. So they figured out this little in-season tournament to give a few games in the no man's land of the season some meaning in the fans' eyes. Now that's the caveat I want to make sure that everybody understands. In the fans' eyes, it means something. I'm telling you right now, I played these games in the middle of December. They meant something.
Yeah.
I'm out there. First and foremost thing that it means is my reputation.
Yeah.
I'm not going out there playing half-ass and not trying. Believe me, I'm going out. I got money to make. I got a contract to get, and I'm not going to go out there looking bad.
Yeah.
So it means something to those players. I don't care what y'all think or what y'all been told about, oh, the players don't play to the fourth quarter. Shut up. Shut up with all that nonsense, because it's a lie.
And this is coming from a former NBA player, y'all.
It's a lie. It's the fans' perception that they ain't playing hard. It's just like anything else. You're playing the game, you're playing hard, but when it comes to the fourth quarter, you know the game is on the line. There's going to be some extra juice there. That's just what it is. It ain't like you don't care in the beginning. There's extra juice because there's something on the line there.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. And speaking of extra juice, Tony, the NBA also announced a revamped format for this year's All-Star Game, and that is in large part because these games have been so non-competitive, and so. But it's definitely not like back in the era when you played. Those All-Star games, you couldn't wait until Sunday because they were going after each other. Right. But now it's everybody is everybody's buddy, and they're not really, they want to do 360s in the first half and think that's what fans want. Right. Fans want to see you compete. Fans
want to see the best play the best and play. Right.
Yeah.
But it's just narrative from fans and from the outside talking about this game. Every year it seems like they, critique the All-Star festivities. Oh, we didn't like this. We didn't like this. We didn't like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Like these. First of all, they make too much money now. Here's the problem with people. Like, stuff is different, man. That's just what it is. How many times you can't tell you how many times I argue with people about like the NCAA and how it's set up, NIL now, right? I'm like, you're mad that it's not the way it used to be. It's going to change college sports. Well, first of all, they were doing it the wrong way. There's no reason for them to own a kid's name, image, and likeness. There was no reason for that.
Right.
They made that up so they could exploit the kids and get all that money for themselves. So you're mad because that's the way it was, and now it's different.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, stuff changes. Just like I'm mad that we didn't have all that money that's in the game now, back when I played, but things are different. These guys make too much money to be going out there and playing hard in an All-Star game. Just for, what's the All-Star game for? First of all, I got the All-Star honor. That's all I need. I don't need to play a game. The game is for the fans.
Yeah.
I ain't hitting my $50 million. No, I'm telling you right, fans are going to complain, but no one in the Milwaukee market is going to be happy if Giannis goes out there and gets hurt from playing hard and misses the playoffs. No one from the Lakers is going to be mad if LeBron goes out there and gets hurt during an All-Star game, or Steph Curry gets hurt. One of their stars gets hurt from the fan base. They ain't going to be so happy and excited about having a competitive, hard-played All-Star game because that game don't mean anything. Yeah. They got to just come to the realization that, listen, let's focus on the three-point shootout. They can get competitive there, right?
Yeah.
If you want to do some dunks, whatever. I mean, the skill challenge, some stuff where we're not going to. It's just, what does football do? Football ain't playing no hard all-pro game.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
they started doing flag football.
Right. They're not doing that. Yeah. There's too much money in the game. So the fans got to just relax. Things change, man. The country has changed. The face of how your sports are played are changing. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You gotta just accept it.
So this year, just real quickly, at the All-Star Game, which will take place in San Francisco, this season's format is a 4-team, 3-game, 1-night tournament featuring 3 teams of 8 All-Stars each, with the 4th team being the winner of the Rising Stars Challenge for first and second-year players. The winning team in all games will be the first to score 40 points. And so I could go on and on, but it's a big format on how they're going to pick the teams, the coaching staffs. The teams will be picked by TNT analysts Shaq, Charles Barkley, and Kenny Smith. They will draft teams from the 24-player All-Star pool, and that will take place on February 6th. And, again, the money isn't really an incentive anymore because they make so much of it, but each player on the All-Star champion team gets $125,000. Players on the runner-up teams will get $50,000.
Yeah, and you're talking
which
about
is
max players here.
Yeah, and $50,000. Yeah, that's something that you could be blown in one night.
But that's what I said about that. I was telling somebody about that the in-season tournament, and now like the All-Star. Like that money should go to charity. Now, I'm not saying that players don't do anything already. The NBA doesn't do anything. They do, but give that money to charity. Those max players don't need that money.
Yeah,
like, I can understand the 10th man down on the roster of the team in the season tournament. Okay, that money's significant.
But most of these All-Stars are max players.
Most of the All-Stars are max players.
Yes,
they're making 40 million a year.
Yes,
I mean, that money's not going to be like, life-changing, $100,000. So give it to a charity, which could be life-changing. Like, they want to give my charity $100,000. Yes, we would be going crazy. Doing flips.
Right. And finally, I don't know if you heard about this before we get to break and get into our show. Michael Vick going back to school.
Was he going back to school or is he coaching?
No, he's going back to school to coach. Yes, he's going to be the head coach at Norfolk State.
Yeah.
And I like it because just look at it how this is a prime example of the prime effect. Deion Sanders making people want to go to an HBCU and make something of it. And it's a way to give back. And you have these Hall of Famers that are, well, Michael Vick is not in the Hall of Fame yet, but I think he will eventually get there. But you have these these decorated Hall of Fame-like players that are going back to coach and give back. You got Eddie George at Tennessee State. I don't know if you knew this, Tony. Mo Williams is the head basketball coach at Jackson State. And he was at Alabama State before that. Yep. So I think it's really good to especially see a lot of these guys that have so much to give back to the game and to others that they want to pour back into it. And Michael Vick could have easily gone somewhere where it was a bigger program and more money and this, that, and the other. But for him to want to go to Norfolk State and try to build something as opposed to just walking into something, I think it's really cool. And, so shout out to Michael Vick and shout out to the Bucks for winning last night's game in 97-81 over OKC out in Las Vegas. And the Bucks have now won 13 of their last 16 games. So if nothing else, it definitely seems like the Bucks are turning things around. When we return on the other side of the break, we're going to get into more of the Madison school shooting that took place, and we're going to hear from Tony and get some of his thoughts, and we'll give you some new details that have come out since the original reports. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is Sherwin Hughes from The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. And Truth Nation, you can now watch my show live on YouTube every day from 9 a.m. until noon. Yep, you can get 3 full hours of watching Sherwin doing his thing streaming live on YouTube Monday through Friday. You'll get the same insightful conversations about policy, politics, and lifestyle while also seeing my reaction to the unpredictability of our listeners. So go to YouTube right now and subscribe to 1017 The Truth and see this wonderful smile live every day.
At Old National Bank, they know there's nothing small about keeping up a small business. That's why they've developed their Empowerment Loan Program to help give people of color and women-owned businesses equal access to funds up to $5 million. This substantial commitment shows that Old National Bank truly believes that every small business deserves the opportunity to change their community in a big way. Learn more today by visiting oldnational.com/empowermentloan. Old National Bank, get old. All loans subject to credit approval. Minimum loan amount $25,000. Additional program qualifications or restrictions may apply. For full details, contact an Old National small business banker.
This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Reproductive justice is a framework, it's a movement, it's a vision for reproductive freedom. It's a right to have a child. It's a right to not have children. And this next part is really as important as the other parts. It's the right to birth and parent our our children with dignity and the right to live and parent our children in safe and healthy environments. So reproductive justice understands the ability of any person to control their destiny is directly related to the conditions of their communities. It looks at the intersections of discrimination in social, political, and economic systems, and it sheds lights on the barriers that these systems produce. And then we, reproductive justice advocates, fight against the barriers that prevent Black people and other people of color from exercising their rights. That's reproductive justice.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Hey, Truth Nation, it's your girl Noni Juice here from my friends at Steinhafels. There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhafels. Discover the advanced pressure-relieving power of a Tempur-Pedic, making aches and pains a thing of the past. Right now, Queen Tempur-Pedics start at just $52 per month when you use Steinhafels' 60-month special financing. Plus, you get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Don't overpay for a good night's sleep. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
Are you an African-American, Black, or Hispanic adult with type 2 diabetes? Do your sugars run high? The University of Wisconsin needs your help to participate in Enrich, a diabetes research study which may involve working with a pharmacist and or a community health worker. Most discussions will be held over the phone. All participants will receive compensation. For more information, call Delicia now at 414-550-1016. That's 414-550-1016. And ask for Delicia about Enrich.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Man, I just want that to ride a little bit.
There's too many of you crying.
No objection here.
Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Yeah.
All right, welcome back.
Motown last night?
I did not.
You didn't watch it? I was watching the Motown Christmas thing last night. Temptations were on there when I turned it on. But then I started watching the Bucks, so I turned it right. But I did watch the Temptations part, though. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to Truth Be Told. That's Tony Smith. I am Telly Hughes. And, man, that song, I purposely requested that because we really have to figure out what's going on in our society right now. A shooting at Abundant Life Christian
a myriad
School.
Of issues.
Yes. A shooting at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison has prompted an extensive investigation focused on digital evidence in a document referred to as Natalie Rupnow's manifesto. In case you are wondering or you haven't heard, 15-year-old student at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison by the name of Natalie Rupnow opened fire, and 3 are dead, 6 are injured. And Tony, I know that you definitely have an opinion on this and what things are, or how things unfolded. And I know oftentimes on your Facebook page, you will throw out questions and to get a lot of engagement and a lot of response just to see what people are thinking. And we know anytime a school shooting of this magnitude takes place, there's always going to be that debate between gun control and mental health. And even though the both still seem to, coexist when things like this happen, but I mean, even just from the standpoint of this being a female, because they went and did the research and the studies, and from 2000 to 2019 there were 345 active shooters, and only 13 of those 345 were female. So this is super, super rare. And that is the other questions that we have to ask. Like, not only what pushed this student to do that, but this is so uncharacteristic for a female to be an active shooter.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of tragedy, right? In a lot of ways, from the people that were unalived, and also the people who were injured. But from the young lady's standpoint, who did the shooting, I mean, how troubled does she have to be? Where did it come from? Like, how did it lead to that? Like, what was going on that was so bad that this is what I'm going to do? So, it's all tragic stuff going on, and then, like you say, the talks start. But I think that one issue is that there is a lot of initial reaction to these things, but they go away too quickly, I think, for my liking. It's just quick reaction. Oh, this happened. Oh, terrible. Then all of a sudden it's gone.
Yeah.
And I think the only people who really have any kind of long-term thoughts or discussions about it are people who are actually involved, or people who are directly affected by it, right? So that's why I've always, since like these school shootings have started, I've said it's going to take something to happen in D.C., where all the politicians' kids go to school, one of those private schools, for them to actually not see it as somebody else's problem. It's a problem over there. Because, like you said, I engage with people on Facebook. I basically said that, listen, like, the mental health, the gun control, I said, we got to figure out something. Something is going on here that we're missing. And people always want to go, well, criminals are going to get guns, right? Anyway.
Right.
I mean, you're right about that part. If you're a career criminal and you know how to go on the black market or go to this dude in the neighborhood and get a gun, yeah, you're going to get a gun. But let's take this particular case, and I'm sure you can check the study. How many of these people are teenagers?
A lot of them.
This is a suburban teenager, right? She doesn't know how to go down the street in the neighborhood in Milwaukee and get a gun. No.
Most likely correct.
Right.
Yes.
She gets it from her parents.
Yes.
That's where they get the guns that are in their house.
Yes.
So this is something that I'm like, okay, you're not going to stop everything from going on all the time, but you can try to take some away. So, I don't make laws. I don't know. Somebody asked me like, okay, well, I don't know. I'm not a lawmaker.
Yeah.
But
we got to do something.
You got a whole bunch of lawmakers.
Yeah.
And you need to do something about some part of it. Like, you can't stop everything. I get it. But you can dampen it a little bit. You can do something. Like I say, first of all, if you got kids in your house, gotta pay a little more attention to these kids. What's going on in their lives?
That was my point yesterday, Tony. I was saying the same thing. How can you not notice something is up, and you live with this child every day? And as a parent, you should know your children. I know my children.
Should, yeah.
And if there is something up, I want to know, hey, what's up? And there was someone that was interviewed yesterday that said that this was this student's first semester at this school. So you meaning to tell me things were that bad where she was pushed, and you're at home and you're not seeing any difference in her behavior if she's not happy at school? And I mean, at the very least, you should be asking your kids, hey, how was school?
Right.
But if they're coming home every day and they're saying that, oh, I hate it there, or I'm getting bullied, or I'm depressed, or whatever, then you should address it. But like you said, no one in the history of active shooters, I think, have just woke up that day and said, I'm about to do this.
Yeah, life is great. I'm going to go shoot up the school. No, that's not it.
Exactly.
Obviously, there's some kind of issue going on. And, and the problem is when the active shooter is not able to be, debriefed or whatever they want to call it. Like, you can't talk to them, understand, like, okay, what led to this?
Right.
Then it's hard to get answers of what was going on. But somebody around that young lady has to know something of why she was in that state of mind. So will it come out? We don't know. You hope it does, so you can start to understand and get a grasp on these things. But like I say, it's a tragedy. Somebody has to begin to do something to try to fix a little bit of the problem. I mean, you're not going to fix it all. You can't stop everything. Crime is crime. But you can try to do something. And I think politics get in the way, because on my page someone had to bring into politics, and I had to remind them that this is not a political thing. A school shooting is not political. So there's no politics involved. But they get triggered because I said something about gun control, so that triggers Republicans, right, into defending their Republican gun laws. So I'm like, this is not a Republican or Democratic thing.
No, because last time I checked, you can't vote at 15 years old.
Right. Well, just talking about, just because I brought up gun control, that's the.
No, I'm saying, yes, it's like it doesn't make any sense. And while they are trying to defend laws, you got a community gathering for visuals in honor of these victims in Madison, because this continues to happen. Truth Nation, hit us up, 833-212-1017. We definitely need to continue this conversation, because this is exactly what happens after every school shooting. Talk about it a few days and then it's forgotten about. But this is a community that has been torn to pieces and trying to figure out how this took place. Again, 833-212-1017. We want to hear from you, and you can also stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Keep it locked right here. We'll continue the conversation on the other side of the break. T. Smith in the building. More Truth Be Told with Telly after this.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Backed by popular demand, Shawnee's Exquisite Catering is once again taking your holiday gathering to the next level. And not only are they bringing back their traditional holiday meals, but they're adding something new and just as delicious: seafood dressing. And of course, they'll have their family meal deal. Book now for fresh, flavorful dishes that will make your holiday season unforgettable. Pickup and delivery is available as well, so all you have to do is enjoy your holiday. Contact Shawnee's Exquisite Catering at 414-216-3469. Happy holidays.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
I want to stress the importance of a positive mindset. Everything begins as a thought before it ever becomes an action. So it's extremely important to purposely place yourself in positive spaces to help shape and nurture those thoughts. I know you're probably thinking, okay, Telly, let's be realistic. Look, I get it. You may work with people with bad energy, or you may even be related to people who are negative by nature. In this journey called life, there will be many things that come your way that's out of your control. But what you can control is how you respond. Understand this. You have the right to either tap in or tap out of whatever energy that may come your way. And that's how you can control and protect your positive spaces. The mind is where it all starts. And if your thoughts are centered around positivity, you'll see how things begin to transform. You'll see a noticeable difference between things happening for you versus things always happening to you. You begin to grow through situations as opposed to just going through tough situations. Make it a priority to surround yourself with positive people and create those positive spaces and begin to experience the fruits of what a positive mindset can produce. Trust me, it takes work to creating these spaces, and you have to be intentional about it. And I'm committed to putting in the work because I'm living proof that it's well worth the peace a positive mindset brings.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to Truth Be Told with Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I feel so stuck.
The Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Dial 988, then press 1 to call.
Seriously injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
Westbound 94, we do have this accident at Mitchell Boulevard. It's off on the right shoulder now, so they were able to move it out of the way. Unfortunately, though, we do have delays stretching all the way back to 16th Street. Eastbound's got a couple of pockets of heavy traffic between 84th and Hawley, and then again coming out of the Stadium interchange. Northbound on the Rock Freeway, they're still working on this accident just as you're getting into the Hale interchange. Everything's off to the right shoulder, but we do have emergency crews on scene, so lots of flashing lights, so folks are slowing down to take a look. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Partly cloudy skies, a high of 34. Tonight, mostly cloudy and cooler, a low of 21. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lahazaga on 1017 The Truth.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, there is a critical need for more African-American blood donors in Milwaukee, and we want to encourage you to help save lives by donating blood. This is why we want you to join us this Friday, December 20th, from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. as we have partnered with Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin for a blood drive with your favorite truth shows broadcasting live on site. Come watch Truth Be Told with Telly. I'll be joined by Homer Blow and Damian LZ. Then The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, and Jammin' with Juice with Ben and Carrie, live from the Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, located at 2152 North Dr. Martin Luther King Drive. Join us this Friday from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. as for our Truth Blood Drive and give the gift of blood donation to save lives. Ricky, we get out to the studio, man. It's going to be cool to get out in the community.
Y'all.
Oh, man, that's right. You do.
Y'all.
My bad.
The emphasis on the ebonics. Y'all get to leave the studio. I don't.
Yes.
Wow, that's rude.
Looking forward to it, though. Definitely for a good cause. Make sure you come out and join us again between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. at the Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, which is located again 2152 North Dr. Martin Luther King Drive. Welcome back to Truth Be Told with Telly, alongside my Wednesday co-host, Tony Smith. And we've been talking about the school shooting in Madison that took place on Monday. Flowers and candles are being laid outside of Abundance Life Christian School in Madison, the site of the deadly school shooting. And still trying to pick up the pieces. Police are still investigating with possible motives. There has been a manifesto that has been circulating on social media, and they're still trying to verify and authenticate if that came from the suspected shooter, 15-year-old Natalie Rupnow. Hit us up, Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. And you can also stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Alfonso told me to look at the text messages, so Al, I'm about to do that. And oh man, I can't pull that up, Al. I can't pull that up. The caller hit us up on our talking text line and says, Telly, what's not rare is that since 1996, 81% of school shooters are white. When more than 20% of any negative behavior is labeled as black, the media describes it as an epidemic. crisis, or overall deterioration of black culture due to the lack of parenting. The caller, you starting off hot. You came in hot on that one.
Lied.
No lies told there. Wow. So I do believe that is one of the things that totally isn't talked about, Tony, is the fact that most of these, if not, well, as the caller just said, since 1996, 81% of these school shooters have been white. Why isn't that talked about?
Same reason you never heard the term white on white crime. You've only heard black on black crime.
That is very true.
That's the only term you've heard been coined and is out there in the atmosphere. So, like you say, people always want to go run and blame the media for stuff, right? Oh, mainstream media isn't telling you this, don't want to tell you this. Well, add that to your list. They don't want to tell you that that white men are perpetrating or dominating, I should say, in this category of criminal activity. That's not something they want out there.
Mm-hmm.
They, right? Quote unquote. They.
Yeah.
It's not something they want out there. It's not a narrative that's spun in the media. So, but let's go to how many black men are in prison, because that's a rate that plays well, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's just certain stats. I mean, like I say, I have I call them debates. People want to say I'm arguing with people, but I debate with people on Facebook a lot of different topics, and this is one of them that I've debated with several times. It's like you're going to cherry pick on all the crime stats that point to the blacks perpetrating the most. I said there's several others where white men dominate, but you don't mention those.
No,
you just want to cherry pick on the ones that help your argument.
No, absolutely. Aramar, I'm going to read this whole thing because it's actually a really good text message. But Aramar on our talking text line says sometimes kids can hide problems or behaviors. A lot of us have done it. We behave one way at home and another way with our peers. Also, I wish I can make this up, but a friend of mine's son would make up a story for each day that he decided to not go to school. She worked first shift. He was big enough to walk down the street by himself. Mind you, the school was a block away. She found out he was not going to school when the letter came in the mail 2 weeks later. I don't know if they tried calling her or not, but she took away all his entertainment. Yes, he got caught, but he got away with it for a while. I am not disagreeing with that. I just feel like if your child is at a point where they want to act out a school shooting or something like that, there has to be observable signs, warning signs.
Yeah, you would think there's got to be something. You would think somebody has to know. Like,
yes.
First of all, there's a reason for the behavior. So, is that from the outside? Is that from inside? There could be someone suggested to me that maybe she's abused at home. That could be possible trauma that would cause some mental health issues. We don't know where the issue stems from, but I'm saying somebody knows.
Yes,
because somebody is responsible for. She's just not like a normal, healthy child, and then goes crazy on her own, right?
Yeah.
So, something had to happen.
And I keep putting myself in this situation as a parent because I have a 14-year-old and this girl is 15. Now, am I going to sit up here and say I know everything that's going on in my 14-year-old's life? No, I don't. I don't know everything that's going on while she's at school and who she's communicating with, this, that, and the other. But I'm around enough to know if I'm starting to see swings in her behavior.
Right. She's always upset.
And yes.
She's not happy.
Right. You're going to find something because I highly doubt that you have a kid that is happy-go-lucky 1 week and then the next week they're shooting up the place.
Yeah, so I say there's got to be some signs. And again, what are the parents' schedule? Like, are they too busy to be checking in or to be that in tuned to their daughter is their daughter, like typical teenage daughters, right? They don't want really much to do with their parents anyway.
Right.
So it's probably, is that the case where it's, they're just being typical teenagers and they don't like grown-ups, right? I don't know. I don't have kids. You probably be better equipped.
I can answer that. And yes, every kid goes through a point where, I mean, we did, as kids ourselves, is, oh man, those grown-ups, they don't know nothing, and you think you know everything.
They're haters, always trying to block fun, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Right. But at the end of the day, you still got to be a parent. And that has always been my motto. And, okay, yeah,
right,
you
so
may be mad at me.
My business is to be in your business.
Yes, and here's the thing. Yeah, you may get mad at me, but guess what? You're going to get over it.
Right.
You are going to get over it, or as my mom would say, you mad, you better scratch your butt and get glad.
Yeah,
because
you're going to get over it as soon as you come to me and ask for $20.
Right. So, yes, there are going to be contentious times as a parent that your kid is not going to agree with you. That goes to the point of parents trying to be their kids' friends.
Yeah, that's not the answer.
Right. Like, I'm not cool with you.
I already got friends.
Right.
They're grown-ups as well.
Right. Like, we ain't cool. I'm your dad, Now, if you think I'm a cool dad, all right, fine. But, I mean, we ain't going to be hanging out.
What's the Usher song? We ain't good, but we still good.
Right. And that's where I think it gets twisted, because you're wondering about, they're going to get mad and they're going to block our fun and this, that, and the other. But,
Al. They're not going to talk to me. They're not going to tell me anything.
Yes. So, Al, I did get your screenshot, and it goes directly into the numbers we were just giving. So, Al screenshotted a graph of number of mass shootings in the United States between 1982 and September of 2024 by shooters' race or ethnicity. 82% is white, 26% is black, 12% Latino, 10% Asian, 5 other, 3 Native American, 13 unknown/unclear. Now, I'm not going to lie.
You're way over 100%, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
the math ain't mathing.
The math ain't mathing on that one. But I don't know where that graph came from. But
82 and 26, you already went over. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Get the calculator out. Somebody check that graph.
Right. Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. Hit us up, stream, and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com as we continue to try and figure out answers before, like most other school shootings in the past.
Can somebody get Al an accurate graph, please?
As we've seen in the past, Tony, we've talked about it before, and we're going to continue to talk about it. A school shooting happens, people rally around the community for a week or so, and then it's not talked about again to the next school shooting. And what are we going to do? Is the answer metal detectors? Is the answer more what we got into yesterday about guidance counselors that, like, these school districts and these schools are cutting programs that really do help when these kids are dealing with things that they may not be able to talk to their parents about. And so, again, what are the answers? We definitely need to.
It's not percentages; it's numbers.
Yeah.
Number of shootings.
Yeah, there was numbers of shootings.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, so it wasn't percentage.
Yeah,
so
I'm looking at that graph right now.
Yeah. So Al, you're good. Tony was just busting you, a little bit.
I thought it was percentages.
But the crazy thing about that is, I saw it was 10 by Asians. I don't remember any Asian active shooters unless it took place in other countries, but I don't recall that.
In the U.S.
Yes. So we're going to step aside for a break, but again, continue to hit us up, Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. We need to continue the conversation because this isn't just going to go away for the people that woke up this morning and yesterday morning without their loved ones. Again, Call, let us know what you think about this, and you can stream and watch Tony and I live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
The majority of rich white families and rich white people got rich off of slavery and have that same money today in their families that they hand down. It's not that we don't want to work. We weren't able to start businesses back in the day. So when you are able to start a business and we can't, and your family business goes from generation to generation and ours doesn't, whose fault is that?
Listen to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. 1017 The Truth and the Truth app.
It's almost that time. The Black and Diverse Gala featuring the pitch finale, Thursday, December 19th, 5 to 9 p.m. at the Deco. The Wisconsin Black Chamber is about to change another life and award the first place winner of the pitch finale with $10,000. Second place, $7,000. Third place, $3,000. There will also be great food, a wine tasting of the wines made by our Black Winemaker Chicago Day Trip participants, entertainment, vendors, networking, and just an all-around great vibe. Join the Wisconsin Black Chamber of Commerce in celebrating another great year at our Black and Diverse Gala featuring the pitch finale. Tickets go on sale November 22nd. Visit twbcc.com to purchase tickets so you don't miss out on what we have going on.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Milwaukee Health Services Incorporated is celebrating 35 years of serving all income and medically underserved populations of Milwaukee's metropolitan area. MHSI is a one-stop shop that provides medical, radiology, dental, pediatric, behavioral health, pharmacies with affordable medications, and more. Also, MHSI's new family medicine residency program, located at the Isaac Cogg's Heritage Health Center, has brought 28 family doctors to our area, which is significantly impacted by healthcare workforce shortages. Become a new patient today. To schedule an appointment, call 414-372-8080. Your health is their business.
Did you know the gap between black and white students in Milwaukee continues to expand and is among the worst in the nation?
Or that the overall learning gap in Milwaukee is nearly twice that of the national average for black students?
Milwaukee, you can do better.
But in charter schools like Milwaukee College Prep, black and Hispanic students have stronger growth than kids at traditional public schools.
That's some really good news.
For nearly 3 decades, Milwaukee College Prep has been redefining what's possible. Give the education all kids deserve. Donate today at mkeprep.com. You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Well. What you know about that, Tony?
Not much.
Oh, my God. One of the best songs CeeLo ever made. All right. I ain't gonna give you too much right now. I'm gonna let you go home. That'll be your homework assignment, man. You can go check that out. But
I like CeeLo.
Yeah,
I don't know that one.
But Getting Grown, oh man, so lyrical.
Getting Grown. Don't nobody want to do that.
Yeah, you ain't lying. But anyway, we have been discussing where we continue to discuss the school shooting that took place in Madison at Abundant Life Christian School, and we have Brian on the line. Brian, thanks for your patience. Welcome to Truth Be Told with Telly and Tony. Good morning.
Yes, the solution to all this, I think the solution to some of these things would be more cameras in the school.
Yeah, Brian, can you speak up or speak into your phone?
Yeah, I was going to say one of the solutions. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, you're a little better, yeah.
I think one of the solutions would be having more cameras in schools. If you don't want to put actual police officers in the school, I think you need to have complete camera systems in every class, every hallway, every outside entrance to a school. I mean, how expensive would that be to stop something and have somebody dedicated to monitor things like this?
Yeah. Okay.
What exactly are you monitoring?
You're monitoring the students. You monitor. I mean,
you're checking for like bullying or certain behaviors, or I'm just trying to be clear what you're trying to accomplish with the cameras.
Shooting.
Yeah, well, I think what Tony is trying to say, the cameras wouldn't have stopped this student from still bringing the gun to school.
Well, how long did it take the police to get there? Was it 4 minutes, I believe?
Yeah, it was a very quick response. Yes, it was a very quick response. I don't know the exact number of minutes, but it was a quick response. But I guess we're just trying to figure out again, what do you think the cameras would do?
I thought you were talking about avoiding.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I wasn't sure.
Well, with the amount of problems that these kids are going through now, there's really no solving their issues. If you look at how they act on social media, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion and a lost cause. So the only thing I think you can do is be more secure in your school system. I mean, you spend quite a bit of money on archaic things. I mean, the camera systems would be a start. There's really no solution to dysfunctional behavior with these young kids right now. So I think the only thing you can do is bring the hammer down with camera systems and someone dedicated to watch these camera systems and do some type of assessment of how students are acting and just go from there.
All right, thank you for your call, Brian. We appreciate it. I know as a person who has a wife who is a school teacher, I would much rather have metal detectors and police officers inside the school as opposed to just having cameras because, again, the gun is already inside. And the only thing that the camera did was catch them walking inside. Now, you have a student that's inside, and you have a bunch of teachers that aren't trained in taking people down or de-escalating someone with a gun. And so you still... Like, to me, I'm not sure. But Gwendolyn hit us up on our YouTube message board and says there are places that you can't even get a gun in, like courthouses, federal buildings, or airports. Why can't this be applied to schools?
Yeah, I don't know. How are they getting it?
So
they don't want that look. I mean, because I've been to some schools where they have the metal detectors. I just don't. I don't think I think it's like the parents like, oh, we don't want that look in our school. Like, oh, we got metal detectors in our school to get in. I mean, I'd rather have that than a shooting.
Yes, and I'm glad you brought that up because yesterday, Damian LZ, he had a problem with metal detectors because he said it felt like you are going into a prison, and I don't want my kids to feel like they are going into a prison. My response to that was, hey, you really here's the thing. There's more to prison than just metal detectors. Number one. Right. Number two, if you've never been in prison, how do you know how that feels to be in prison?
But okay, you don't want that. Do you want them? Do you know they're doing active shooter drills now? There used to be fire drills. We used to do fire drills.
Right.
Now they have
tornado drills, fire drills,
active shooter drills because they got to practice what to do. So, I mean, again, it goes back to what we were saying about the sport. Life is changing, bro. I'm sorry. If you can't go back to or what's Andy Griffith's neighborhood? Whatever.
Mayberry.
Yeah, you can't go. It's not Mayberry. It's not where you're living anymore. That's not the way of the world. And if you want your kids to be safe, and that's your main concern, which it should be, then things are going to be done differently. They're going to look different. it's not going to feel great because it doesn't look like you just want your kids to be carefree. You want them to grow up. You want them to learn. You want them to have fun. Unfortunately, society has come to a point where they're pushing people to certain things, and stuff is not the same. So you're going to have to get used to a different way of things being done. Is it ideal? Is it comfortable? No, it's probably going to be none of that for a while. But you'll get used to the change, and it'll be safe.
Yeah. Well, we're going to continue this conversation in the second hour. Make sure you keep us locked in. Pat, I see you. We definitely want to hear from you, so please be patient. We'll get right to you on the other side of the break. Keep it locked right here. Hour number 2 of Truth Be Told with Telly coming up next.
Need a way to hype up your day?
It is Curly Q.
Curly Q, you are a valued listener. You are on our YouTube message board every morning. You are constantly commenting.
What would you do with $5,000?
I have a daughter that is a senior. She voted for the first time yesterday, and so we're planning for college. So this money is going to go to her.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never let them have too much screen time. And never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed. Never, ever become a minivan mom. And you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Join the movement. Listen to the Tori Lowe Show on 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, the locally owned Good Karma brand station. You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I bet you do, man. That's that old. You requested that, didn't you?
No.
You didn't, Ricky? You played that on your own? Yeah, 'cause that's kind of a Tony song right there, man. Definitely.
Sounds like a hater.
Nah, I just said it sounds like your song.
What exactly does that mean?
Old school.
Let's break that down. Oh, okay.
Yeah, old school.
Grandpa song.
See, look at it. You always going straight to the negative
Hey, man,
part, man.
you said my name. You used my
said
name.
hate.
I wonder what kind of vein you used it in.
Anyway. Welcome back to Truth Be Told with Telly. We got co-host Tony Smith in the building. If you're just joining us, good morning, and welcome to hour number 2. And we've been discussing the school shooting in Madison and just trying to unpack it just like everyone else is, because they're still trying to figure out motives and everything. Let's go to Pat. Pat, thank you so much for being patient. What's your question or comment?
Hey, family. Good morning. I was calling to, first of all, give my condolences and my prayers to the whole situation, both families, all families. But I was thinking, like, what could be a solution? And that there's really hard answers and thoughts to that. I hate to say it, but I think we need to have the metal detectors in schools and officers, and for the people who don't want the metal detectors in the schools or officers, I think, how about parents being held accountable for what their children have done? I mean, I know that's
so,
terrible,
Pat,
because I have children.
Pat,
myself,
why'd you hate to say that? I mean, because this is for
I have
protection,
kids, and
right?
I know they don't always do what we want them to do.
Yeah.
So so it's hard to say it, but when it comes to taking life, going into a school and terrorizing, and you having guns around a child that probably is dealing with some mental health issues, I think you need to be held accountable as the parents. So that's my suggestion. I don't think it's a solution, but that's all I got.
Yeah.
Y'all have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you so much, Pat. And on YouTube message board, DVJ says, I'm down for metal detectors and don't care about perceptions or feelings. These are different times we are living in now. Just my thought. And Gwendolyn says, I agree with Tony. Exactly 100 to DVJ as well. Continue to hit us up on our YouTube message boards. You can stream and watch Tony and I live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. And continue to hit us up on our talk and text line 833-212-1017. And I just think that the conversation continues. It needs to continue. And I think that, in my opinion, I just want my children to be safe as possible. If that means going through a metal detector, or again, so why don't we say, I feel like I'm going into a prison when I get on a plane. You got to take off your shoes, unless you pre-TSA. But, yeah, you got to take off your shoes. You got to take off your belt. You can't take it. Right, you got to do a bunch of stuff. So why is it okay that we're good with that, but, oh, no, I don't want my kids to have to go through a metal detector when they go to school.
But here's the thing, though.
Please.
And that's why I say, because before, I mean, I've traveled long enough where you didn't have to do all that.
Exactly. I mentioned that yesterday as well. And before 9/11, you could just walk to your plane.
Right, and now stuff is different. Like, you used to get walking people to the gate. You used to get all kind of stuff. So now it's different. So you just got to accept a different norm. That's what it is. And it's for safety. The same thing like Telly talked about the TSA. It's for your own safety. A lot of people don't like it. They complain, especially you running late. You got to take off all your. I got TSA pre. Y'all better get TSA pre, so you don't have to do all that. You get pre-screened, but it's uncomfortable for a second, but you feel safer that you went through it. So I don't think that your kids having to go through that or seeing that it's going to look any different. Again, like I said, they're already in class practicing for an active shooter. So the whole perception of school being something different, that's already out the window.
Exactly.
They're already practicing for guns in it. They've heard about these shootings before. So
you think they're going to be like, well, I don't want to go through a metal detector, but hey, let's go through this shooting drill in case there's an active shooter. It doesn't make sense.
It's a new norm.
Yes.
So just get used to it.
Right. Mr. Wright, you're on Truth Be Told with Telly and co-host Tony. Good morning. What's your question or comment?
Good morning, guys. Good morning. How y'all doing, man, this morning?
Good.
Good. So I guess my comment is, man, I feel like we need more resource counselors in the schools. Just something that I learned about myself at late in the game is, I had issues, and I didn't even know I had issues. So I feel like we need to be, and as parents, we need help, man, too. I mean, we can't catch and watch everything, but I just feel like every kid should probably have some kind of screening. Somebody needs somebody to talk to, and kids ain't always good with talking with their parents. My daughter is 13, and she's a good kid, but she also have a counselor, someone that we take her to like every Saturday, every 2 weeks, and she talk with her and speak with her. It's hard for kids to get things out to us as a parent, but they will speak and talk to other people. So I feel like resource counselors would be a good help, man, and I suggest more research counselors, man, in the schools, man. Let's get somebody talking to the kids. I feel like that'll help.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. Yes, we mentioned that as well in terms of just more psychologists, school psychologists. You don't even have those anymore. You barely even have school nurses in schools anymore. And so, yes, that like some of the things that we feel like isn't a big deal ends up being a bigger deal later down the line. We'll cut that right now for budget reasons, but we'll revisit it in the future, which never ends up happening.
Right. And we know that, especially as of late, mental health has been a big concern. And in many facets of the country, right, and life, mental health has come up. So when you talk about safety of your kids and trying to get into these kids' heads before they go ahead and resort to something as violent and destructive as a school shooting, why aren't they talking to somebody? First of all, I'm an advocate of counseling in all forms. I've been to many counselors, just trying to, sometimes it's good to hear from somebody neutral, somebody who's a professional who understands the human mind that can help you work through whatever kind of issues you're having, whether it be a marriage counselor, just a personal life counselor, for kids, whatever it may be. Counselors are definitely a good tool and a resource to use. But, I mean, you got to prioritize it. That's the thing. Yeah. It's just not been prioritized, and I don't understand why not with all the incidents of violence, all the situations you see where mental health seems to be the cause of it. Like, why isn't this prioritized?
Yeah. How about the simple fact of the existence of social media? Dame brought up a great example of when we were coming up. Say, for instance, you had on a solo besides a polo shirt. Mm-hmm. And you may go to school and, kids will rib you, but that was it. Nowadays, you wear something like that, you on social media, they're talking about you, and it's a totally different thing. And even just from that small example, you understand that these are different times, and different times calls for different measures.
Yeah, and nowadays in social media, it's like someone posts something about somebody, and the whole thing is, I'm going to the comments to see what people are saying about it.
Yes.
It's always like they say, they say the internet is undefeated because of it. There's so many people having access to whatever, a picture of you or a video of you. So many people have access that would otherwise not even know about the situation. And now all these different minds and ideas are targeted at you, pointed towards you. That's a powerful tool pointed at you.
Oh gosh! And
if you're like, for me, like, I may or may not go read the comments, but I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna really care, and I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna clap back at them, but
everybody's not like
everybody's
that.
Not me.
Exactly.
And I'm old, and you got young people who are way more impressionable, way more sensitive to that type of stuff. So that's where the problem with social media comes in.
And I'm so glad that you're talking about that, because that's a great segue to what we also wanted to move to in terms of social media and engaging in things that are your business. And I know you heard about the Travis Hunter and all that happened when he won the Heisman Trophy, and there are so many people that have come out and commented on his relationship,
including him,
and including him and his girlfriend, and that's what ends up happening. Where if you feel like you got a response, you are entering a no-win battle. And
internet's undefeated.
Bro. Yes, and it's a reason why they say that. And when we come back, we are going to hear from both Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter and his girlfriend about
Do we have to hear about her?
No, we're going to hear from her.
Do we have to hear from her, though?
Because we could just play a little bit of it, because I don't know why she felt the need to go and explain everything that went down. And yes. So we're going to get into that on the other side of the break. Truth Nation, hit us up, 833-212-1017. Again, you can stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jamming with Juice each and every day on 1017 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
Sometimes it takes a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And at Vick Recovery, they understand the power of having real support while you're on that journey to recovery. This is why at Vick Recovery, they customize treatment plans specific for your needs. Vick Recovery provides our community and anyone looking for help with access to mental health care and recovery support, helping you treat addiction. So whether opioid abuse, alcohol, or other controlled substances, Vick Recovery helps you get back to the lifestyle that you know will be the best option for your future. Vick Recovery offers licensed counseling and therapy services to curb the mental health problems that have been impacting our communities for far too long. They provide services like medication-assisted treatment, outpatient care, and hub and spoke services with peer support. So what are you waiting for? Vick Recovery accepts walk-ins and appointments. It's just that easy. Just visit VinBeckerRecovery.com. That's VinBeckerRecovery.com. They're here to help you win the day.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here and will continue to be here for as long as you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion, or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, we have big news. Mark your calendars for February 28th, which is a Friday, as we will be hosting our first annual Truth Community Awards, celebrating individuals making a real difference in our community. We will honor the excellence in our community and recognize the quiet warriors creating extraordinary impacts. Tickets go on sale soon, and you do not want to miss this night of inspiration and celebration. Come celebrate with us on Friday, February 28th at the Truth Community Awards, presented by Potawatomi Casino and Hotel. Man, Tony, what happened? Did you? Well, social media wasn't around.
Yeah,
you got drafted and everything.
My business is hiding in the weeds.
Yes. Well, apparently, since everybody is in Travis Hunter and Heisman Trophy winner, let me put some respect on his name.
Yeah.
Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter on Saturday night was awarded the Heisman Trophy in New York City, and that ended up being the sub-story as his girlfriend became
That's a big story to be sub.
His girlfriend became the main story, at least on social media, about her reaction when he won the Heisman Trophy. She didn't apparently stand up in enough time for people.
Deion nudged her a little bit.
Deion nudged her. And then she was the last to stand up and the first to sit down. And, of course, they have heard all the backlash, meaning Travis Hunter and his girlfriend. And I guess they got tired of hearing all the stuff, and they wanted to clap back. So this is what Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter had to say about all y'all folks talking about he needs to dump his girl.
What else to talk about? You talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man. Y'all go do something else with y'all life. Clickbait pages, y'all better stop. I'm telling y'all. Y'all, something bad gonna happen to y'all. Y'all keep doing that. Y'all better stop that.
Hey.
I ain't playing. Y'all better stop. All the clickbaiting pages. You know, when we was sitting down and I was at my papa shop, we was talking about my family. What was they gonna do while I was in there signing stuff? I had all my family there, and that's why she did. That's why she said she's gonna stay there so they can get stuff. That's why she said she's gonna sit there so they can get stuff, have fun there. She wanted to go back. They wanted to go back. Some of them want to go back to the hotel. Some of them didn't. Y'all trying to make everything. Y'all want everything for clicks. Like, stop that. That's crazy.
Click, 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 click.
All right. That's what
hey, man,
Travis had to say. What are your thoughts, Tony?
Well, first of all, the young man, great football player, but
exceptional.
Yes, I mean, he's got. Listen, I'm with him in the sense that I don't like people all up on my business, but he's got to understand that's the lay of the land. Mm-hmm. That's the business you chose, and unfortunately, it is a side effect. You know, it's like when you're taking that medication to help something that's been hurting you, but you got a little other side effect to deal with. Well, you know, I think you'll be okay with your millions that you're going to make for people being in your business.
Yeah.
The key is keep your business out of the social media. Social media ain't for your personal stuff. That's why it's called social. It's not personal media. It's social media. It's keep your business. And his girlfriend is the first problem. First of all, you know you're on camera. Don't be acting funny. Put on your best face. Put on your Sunday best. Act like you got some sense, and nobody can see anything, right?
Yeah.
The second thing is do that first. Second thing, definitely don't get on social media running your mouth. That's where the other problem comes in.
Now you responding?
Yeah, your girlfriend created the issue by running her mouth. First of all, with that little thing with y'all in y'all Christmas PJs or whatever y'all was wearing, matching PJs, talking about how she didn't like you at first and how you actually got her. Like you were pursuing her for months and months, and then she needed someone to go to a party with, and she called you.
And now,
come on, man.
Yeah, well, you're gonna force me to play everything that she had to say. Ricky, we got that lined up, don't we? Yeah, let's go ahead and run. Okay, so this is Travis Hunter's response to everyone in social media land talking the one that we just played.
Yeah, that was his response.
She had a response as well, and starting to explain everything that was going on that night, and it started to sound like a lot of excuses that were being made. The caller, we're going to get to you, but we want to play this first. Go ahead, Ricky.
I'm going to be addressing all this stuff online because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not, but with a testimony without a test of faith. So I'm going to start from the very beginning. with this my type thing. I got permission from Travis to say these things because these are previously things I didn't want online. But I'm going to tell y'all the full story just so y'all know. So Travis, when he first ever DM'd me, when we first met, I said I left him in my DM for 2 months. And people said, oh, she left him in his DM until she figured out who he was. That is not true at all. The real reason Travis sat in my DM for 2 months is because he DM'd me when he had a girlfriend. And her name was in his bio, so I instantly knew he had a partner. So I exited. Okay, I'm going to be addressing.
Okay, so Ricky, we'll run the next one in a little bit, but she addressed that and she was saying, okay.
I think it's
what is that?
Fire drill.
Fire drill. Oh,
Get
boy.
out.
All right. Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. Hopefully they will get this squared away because, yeah.
May we have your attention?
Oh, boy. Okay.
Get out.
Okay. I don't know if we're going to be getting out real quick, but
get out. We can get out right when we go to break here.
Right. But yes, again, that was the response. And going back to why she left him in the DMs for a couple of months, right. She was saying that, well, he had a girlfriend and I didn't want to be with somebody who was cheating on me. I mean, who was a cheater.
Who had a girl, yeah. He had a girl, so I left him in there. I mean, it's a legit reason.
Yeah.
Not to answer his DM.
I don't think that's my business to know. I don't think that's nation's,
that's what I'm saying. I don't
the
know
world to know.
I don't know why they're answering questions about stuff. Because, first of all, you got to understand, just like anything else, all the people out there, half of them still aren't going to care. That's the whole thing. Half the people aren't going to care. First of all, they're just trolling you just because they're bored. They got nothing else to do. They're professional trolls. You're not going to satisfy them with an answer. Don't waste your time.
Yeah. Tony, we're going to go ahead and get the break so we can figure out this fire alarm thing. But the town, the caller, folks. I'm telling you, look, man, hey, I ain't going to be one of the ones like I ain't believe them. Like if a fire alarm is pulled, there's a reason why. The town, the caller, we're going to get to you after the break. We're going to figure this out. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Are you an African-American, Black, or Hispanic adult with type 2 diabetes? Do your sugars run high? The University of Wisconsin needs your help to participate in Enrich, a diabetes research study which may involve working with a pharmacist and or a community health worker. Most discussions will be held over the phone. All participants will receive compensation. For more information, call Delicia now at 414-550-1016. That's 414-550-1016 and ask for Delicia about Enrich.
Whether you're dropping your kids off to school or driving to see the in-laws, don't let your car care take a back seat this busy holiday season. Protect your car against salt, rust, and grime at Tsunami Express Car Wash. Tsunami Express makes cleanup a breeze with state-of-the-art tunnels, free vacuums, and more. Try their new state-of-the-art T2 with graphene wash for the longest-lasting mirror-like shine. Your first wash is free when you sign up online at tsunamiexpress.com.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone? So different.
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At understood.org, we provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/the reason to get started.
We
are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 million acres of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
Truth Nation! It's Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, and I want you to download the 1017 The Truth app. Hey, because you know it's amazing. Wow. Hey, that's not bad, Sherwin. That's not bad, all right? But T-Lo, show Sherwin Hughes how it's really done.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, and Sherwin's impression may have been trash, but he's right. You can hear all our best interviews, Panthers basketball, and me bringing all the smoke by downloading the Truth app today in the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. And why should they download the app, Benjamin?
You want to know why, T-Lo? You want to know why they should download the 101.7 The Truth app? Because it's amazing.
All your favorite interviews and best moments live in one place. Download the new 1017 The Truth app now.
I love the Truth app. I like being able to go back and listen to old tapings.
Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth. Join the livest talk and text fan base in the country.
You're where you speak the truth. It's 1017 The Truth.
That's right.
With Sherwin Hughes.
That's right.
So it's your particular truth.
Keep calling.
You on the new 1017 The Truth, tap in.
Keep texting.
Because Mike from Mill Road just said, I hope Mel never even thinks about another man when she's booed up because sheesh.
Keep being you, Truth Nation.
I just thank y'all for bringing awareness to our community.
Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth.
Truth Nation, just press play. Your favorite award-winning 1017 The Truth shows are now streaming live on video. Watch us live on 1017 The Truth's Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and of course, 1017thetruth.com. Just press play for the home of Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
Thank you, Truth Nation. Your passion and support has helped make Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association best radio show in the state of Wisconsin.
When did this word become so powerful that a person would go to jail, injure, or take another person's life? When did we give this word and other people power over us to ruin our lives?
We do this all for you, Milwaukee. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Tory Lowe, and I know how much you love listening to me bring all the smoke each and every day from 1 to 4, but now...
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call That's All Gruber Cash Giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right, $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
It's that time. Thursday, December 19th, the Wisconsin Black Chamber is adding value to someone's business with $10,000, $7,000, or $3,000. Thursday, December 19th at the Deco, 7140 West Greenfield Avenue, 5 to 9 p.m. We're celebrating our third annual Black and Diverse Gala featuring the pitch finale. Of course, there'll be great food. This year, we highlight Tons of Love Catering, Lily Bell's Catering and Fine Dining, and Dream Foods. And we don't stop there. Deshay AG will be performing the Black Winemaker Chicago Chicago day trip participants are hosting a wine tasting. There's life-changing networking opportunities, games, prizes, raffles, giveaways, and DJ L Boogie making your body move. And of course, there's vendors ready to help you get your last-minute shopping done while you party. We take pride in doing the most. We work hard all year, and we plan to celebrate with that same energy. It's all love. Thursday, December 19th, 5 to 9 at the Deco. Tickets are on sale now. Visit twbcc.com so you don't miss out on what we have going on. twbcc.com.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, we are safe and secure.
One of my all-time favorites, right here.
Yes. That was just a test, in case you were wondering.
Test of patience.
Yes, we didn't get burnt up.
That thing was long.
Again.
Can't stop, won't stop.
We were discussing Travis Hunter, Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter, and his girlfriend or fiance, whichever one they're going by. They have decided to respond to all the backlash that they have been taking since Saturday night, when there was a lot of stuff going on outside of him just receiving the Heisman Trophy. Gwendolyn hit us up and says on our YouTube message board, if he was in her DM, isn't that cheating anyway? Make it make sense. I'm just saying.
Right.
It just depends on what is justified as cheating, I guess.
Right.
I don't know.
He was trying to hit you up.
Yeah.
And so now you cool. That's probably why she worried about him.
Hey. The town. That's a great time to go to the town. Thank you for your patience. You are on Truth Be Told with Telly and guest co-host Tony. Good morning.
What up, Telly? What up, Tony?
What's happening?
Chilling. Hey, it seemed like, first off, all that good training that Deion then gave that boy for the field, he should have gave him some training in media and tell him how to talk to his female to convey the right message they trying to get past. Mm-hmm. Because he making all the wrong moves. Yeah, I mean, you making all the wrong moves if you was a player on the street. I mean, if you're a regular bro on the street. How you got your girl talking to you like this? So underneath disrespectful, because really what she's saying is disrespectful. For real.
Yeah.
If y'all, I mean, I know y'all mean of a certain age, so y'all catch that. But maybe the kids don't catch that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, because number one, bro, I mean, a baby girl, this ain't your show. This is Travis Hunter's show.
Correct.
So you got to go everything around Travis Hunter. Now, and that means you have to have your face right because you're with Travis Hunter. All the cameras are watching. Is it fair? No, it's not fair. But you know what? That's why he gets the big bucks. That's why you're going to get the big bucks, baby girl. But I don't know. It seems like you're messing up. Because one thing about black people, and especially sisters, they're going to tell you when you're wrong, regardless. Travis Hunter is coming out at this the wrong way. Because really, though, I ain't talking about the trolls and whatever like that, but I'm talking about specifically for black people and more particularly black females. They just looking out for your butt, my guy, little dude. Because you sound like a little guy that's been saying like you the man, like his mama said at the Western ad, and that's good too because that's how my wife be talking to my son. And, you know, he play some ball too, and I get it. You're him. You know what I'm saying? But it's always somebody bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? But like it seems like ain't nobody want to talk to him because really Travis Hunter, really you sound like a square, my guy. You really sound like a square. when it comes to this what's name, I hate to say it like that, but you need more media training, my guy. You need more media savvy, and your girl too. And final point, like it's social media, and you put it out there. It'd have been one thing if you ain't say nothing, if you stand pat and don't say anything. But you got something to say. And not only you got something to say, your girl got something to say. Man, go get you some training. Go get you some immediate training. Straight up.
Appreciate
That's my time. Love.
Appreciate it.
Love. What up, my man Jordan Love? No props. No props yet?
No.
Yeah, all right.
All right,
Yeah, I know.
We appreciate it, man.
All right, man. I hear y'all.
All right, we got to get to the caller. The caller, you're on Truth Be Told with Telly. Good morning. What's your question or comment?
Well, that was a lot to unpack, brothers. I mean, you know, he said some of the things I was thinking, but I wasn't planning on saying. Because but since he said it, and we have a professional athlete who grew up in Sherman Park area where you didn't have to be a professional. I know some guys who were pretty good very good high school players, or just players that grew up in that area. And Telly, I'm sure in East St. Louis you knew these guys. You were just not going to tell the world your business or have your woman, who would not be your woman anymore, speaking on your business. Our business is the street business, and I think that's a Sherman Park area ethic, right, T. Smith?
Yeah, that's when you say, hey, coach want to see you and bring your playbook. You know you're in trouble.
I never heard anything about Tony Smith except for what happened on the court. And that's to speak to Telly's point, when you're sitting up with matching pajamas on with your girlfriend, you can't then go and tell people who you put in your business, you know, now stay out of my business because you're not saying the things that I want you to say.
Yeah.
And as far as the young lady is concerned, as far as both of them are concerned, I think they deserve each other because you lose them like you get them. If you cheating on her, I think there's a lot of songs about that. You know, he's going to cheat on you, you know. And the amount of money he's willing to pay, that's his business. And I'm sure, Telly, you've seen the video of Coach Prime talking about the dictionary-sized prenup he's going to write up for Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I did see that. Yes. And I'm sure that if there's going to be a time where she is going to try and get Dion out of his life, because she will understand that he is going to do whatever to protect Travis, not protect her.
Dion's like us. He's looking up here like, what is going on?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know it.
He's the dude, Tony Smith. He's the dude who made the song "Must Be the Money." He should strap him to a chair in the locker room and make him watch that video for like 10 hours.
Right. But
instead of coming to practice for this week.
Dion's old school. He understands what's going on. Like you said, Travis in this situation, like you gotta understand that this is his show. This is his time. It doesn't mean he's more important than you. It just means that he's in the limelight. Yeah. Right? So you as his girlfriend or his partner, you gotta support and protect that. And it's not like, I don't want to think about it as like you're protecting the money, right? Mm-hmm. It should be from a place where I'm protecting him, because I know being in this position that you're in, people are trying to come for you. Mm-hmm. They're looking for a reason right now, right? First of all, they're jealous of what you have and what you're doing, so they're going to come for you. My job as your partner is to support you and protect you and shield you from that. I'm not going to go out on social media and give them ammunition to come after you. Like, that's the absolute opposite of what should be going on. She's out there giving ammunition, like, which is crazy to me. And you're making him look a certain way, like a couple of guys said, making him looking like a simp, you're making him look a certain way. And that's just giving people ammunition to go after him. Yeah. And again, the focus should be on his football. What's he doing? He just won the Heisman. This is where all the talk should be. Like, where is he going to get drafted? Where is he ranking amongst the all-time great college athletes? Right. But we're talking about him and his girlfriend and his relationship. Like, this is a result of y'all talking about stuff on social media that is nobody's business.
And I think that they totally handled this wrong when you decide to open up. So now, do you think people are just going to accept what you said and say, all right, that's cool, that's their relationship? No. Or do you think they're going to dig deeper into what you're saying?
Travis, so you were in another girl's DM when you had a girlfriend. So
yeah, that is.
So now you're looking at her like, oh, there's no way you can trust him now. Like, if you know he was in your DMs and he had a girlfriend, like,
correct.
Are you really trusting him now that you're with him? Probably not. You're probably checking his DMs now to see who else DM he's in, because when he was in your DMs and he had a girlfriend, he wasn't who he is now, right? He wasn't Travis Hunter. So you can imagine you can imagine the attention he's getting now that he is actually Travis Hunter and he's about to get paid. He wasn't getting all that before when he was in your DMs. Now suddenly he's a totally different dude. I guarantee she's monitoring his social media and DMs.
Yep.
100%.
Yep. And so Gwendolyn on our YouTube message board says she should have just stood up. Plain and simple. Now look what's happening. And so, Gwendolyn, I'm glad that you just messaged us that, because she responded to that as well about why she didn't stand up when her boyfriend won the most coveted college football award that anyone can get.
And I was like, I don't want to be in that shot, so I'm going to sit down. So I try to sit down so I'm not in the camera while I'm crying. People are going to be like, oh, why is she crying? Like, stuff like that. And so I got out of the camera purposefully so they can have their moment. That's all it was. No one told me to stand up. No one had to tell me to celebrate with him. I was just sitting there crying. I wanted to take it in myself too. I was super excited for him. But I wanted the moment to be about him and his family. And that's another thing. People are like, why did he sit next to her? Why was his mom? We had assigned seats. I didn't have a choice where I sat. They are obviously going to put some time.
Yeah, so she's continuing to go on. And, Ricky, we have the next one, too. Can you continue it? Again, why are you explaining everything that went on as long as you and your significant other have an understanding? Why do you feel like the need to explain it to the world? So,
because she clearly trying to find some form of acceptance out there. When it's social media, there's not going to be total acceptance. Like, whatever you do that's on social media, just like you and I here, Telly, we're talking right now, somebody doesn't like you. Somebody doesn't like me. Like, am I really pressed
am
about
I
that?
going to respond to everybody?
Am I really stressed about that? Do I really care about people I don't know not liking me?
Yeah.
No,
and,
not one bit.
And I don't know if that's the new age, because we've been talking all show how things are different nowadays. And is this how it is now, where you feel like you need to respond to everything? Yeah, I don't know. But we're going to step aside for a short break, but keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with Telly, with co-host Tony Smith. We will continue this on the other side of the break, because I just truly believe they open up a big can of you-know-what when they decided to respond to all the backlash. Keep it locked right here. Back after this.
Truth Nation, there's a critical need for more African-American blood donors in Milwaukee, and we want to encourage you to help save lives by donating blood.
This is why we ask you to join us on Friday, December 20th from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. as we have partnered with Varsity Blood Center of Wisconsin for a blood drive with your favorite truth shows broadcasting live on site.
Come watch Truth Be Told with Telly, The Truth with Sherwood Hughes, and Jam with Juice with Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice, live from the Varsity Blood Center of Wisconsin.
That is right, y'all. So join us on Friday, December 20th from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. for our Truth Blood Drive.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you've been seriously injured, you'll need a team with knowledge and experience to get the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is 1017 The Truth's Sherwin Hughes, and I am Milwaukee. This show has meant so much to me because it's an opportunity for me to express my thoughts and my feelings to my community, and for my community to express those same thoughts and feelings right back to me. Milwaukee means a lot to me. I was born here, raised here, educated here, and I am committed to making this a better city. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee, Black Talk.
This is 1017 The Truth's Tori Lowe, and I am Milwaukee. The Tori Lowe Show has become a resource for the community. I enjoy having open, on-air discussions about what we can do to regroup, rethink the black man, the black woman, and the black child. This show is about that action, and I want all the smoke. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
This is 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris, and the time is now, Milwaukee. You know, perspective is essential. What I found is the news behind the news is more important. I want you to leave my show with a sense of knowing what was missing that adds depth to the conversation. Tune in Monday through Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. on the new 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, or 1017thetruth.com. This is 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris, and I am Milwaukee. Truth in the Afternoon is a platform where you and I can share our love, our lives, and our journey together. That is why, as a fan, your perspective is key. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with Telly on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. Yeah. Fool. You know how we do it.
Yeah, we know how we used to do it. These guys these days are doing it a little differently, as Travis Hunter and his girlfriend has decided to respond to all the backlash, and I think that is a no-win situation because as we have said, and Tony has said it twice, go ahead and say it a third time, Tony, the internet is what?
Undefeated.
Absolutely. LT hit us up on our True Talking text line and says, she's already undercutting him, you out. She, the Robin Givens of 2024.
Man.
I think that someone definitely should pull her to the side and simply tell her, hey.
Except Robin Givens didn't try to pull back and explain.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to take this moment that we're going to go on. He has no idea this is coming. I'm about to expose Mike Tyson. He been beating me. And Mike just froze.
Mike froze, man.
Like
legendary interview.
Oh, man.
Legendary interview with Barbara Walters. But going back to this situation, Tony, when you are an athlete, and this is, I'm glad that you're in here today because you are very few people that I know that can relate to Travis Hunter in this situation, meaning not, from the girlfriend standpoint, but just from the transition. Like, you are in college, you're about to become a professional athlete. You are about to you leaving Marquette, you're about to enter the NBA. How much of your focus need to be on this transition and not this other stuff?
Yeah, obviously different worlds. We're talking about no social media back then, so everything wasn't national that you did. It was localized, right? So, but listen, we've had, and he's a little bit before that happening during our rookie seminar. So, the rookies come in, they give you a seminar on kind of what to expect from life and how to go about your business, how to, transition from a broke college student, which, again, like I say, different times now, they're no longer broke college students, they're getting money, how to transition from that into somebody who's about to have some money and all the complications are going to come with it. So as far as the lessons and what they're trying to teach you is concerned, like, kids need that now coming out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here, you're about to go into college NIL action. This is some of the stuff that's going to be coming at you with the social media around now, too. Totally changes the landscape, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to one thing that I was immediately was told and understood at that rookie seminar was that if just say you're doing something with some of your friends, right? Your friends get in trouble. In the paper the next day, your friends' names will not be there.
Yeah. Your
name is going to be the headline because you're the known person.
Right.
So your friends, nobody know if they put John Smith in there. No one knows who John Smith is. They're not going to put that in the headline. They're trying to catch a headline. Your name, Laker Tony Smith, is going to be the headline.
Yes,
that's going to draw eyes. So you got to be careful who you're hanging around with and what they're doing as well. You just can't. You might want to go do something, but I can't do it. I can't do it. With this girl, you got to listen. I'm unfortunately, you don't want to say it and be that way, but if she doesn't understand it, I'm about to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm worth a lot of money. My reputation is important as far as endorsements go. As far as that, I gotta stay clean, right? So our business does not need to be out there. Go talk to LeBron. He stayed clean.
Yeah.
Right? He stayed clean. I mean, you just got to keep a clean image if you want that money to come in.
Yes. And I also look at this as a fact that this is a great time for you guys to just go underground. How about you all don't
Well, the genie's out of the bottle now. It's too late.
Yes. I understand that. But it's a shame if during these interviews when Travis Hunter is going to get drafted that this may come up. Because these teams are about to invest a lot of money into you. They want to make sure that you are in the right place, both mentally and physically.
Right.
And so, straight up, these GMs and these owners of these teams that's about to give you all this money has the right to say, hey, man, you and your girl straight, we ain't going to have to worry about this, that, and the other. And that should never be a part of the interview for a job playing a sport.
I'm gonna tell. Unfortunately, they're not going to be that open about it, though. That's the problem. Because I mean, if you're thinking that I'm a company, that's kind of a petty thing to bring up my relationship. So they're not going to say it, but they know about it.
Yeah,
because it's
absolutely,
out there.
it's out there.
And that's what people in their business are paid to do. They're going to check you.
Yes,
they're going to do a regular check that you do like a regular job, but they're also going to do the social media. Like you've heard of that stuff happening. So you got to keep your nose clean.
Yeah. Well, you hear the music, Tony. You know what time it is. It is time for our Truth of the Matter, where we give our takeaways from the topics that we have discussed throughout the show. Tony, what is your Truth of the Matter?
Yeah, and mine's going to relate to a lot of different things. Like you can't, in this situation, you got to be careful of what you're doing with yourself in your life. Like you can't. I was talking to somebody the other day about, listen, your life is your life, right? So you better make the decision that you want to make. Because if I take your advice and it doesn't play out the way, now I'm mad at you for how I live my life. Like that doesn't even make sense.
Right.
I'm gonna do what I know you got me some advice, but I'm gonna make my own decisions because I'm the one dealing with the consequences. If I make a decision and it's bad, you ain't got to deal with it. It's my life. I got to deal with it. So I'm gonna deal with it. And they don't need to be explaining on social media to people that they don't even know. Like, you're somebody behind the keyboard with a fake account. Like, you don't even. Why are you explaining these people?
Yeah.
Who cares? They're not in your life. They are not going to matter. So you got to be careful out there, people. It's a crazy, crazy world out there. And if you're old like me, it is very different from when I grew up. So try to make adjustments, please.
Yes. Thank you for that Truth of the Matter, T. Smith. My Truth of the Matter, like you said, we have discussed a lot throughout this show. And at the beginning of the show, we were still discussing the school shooting that took place in Madison as they continue to try and figure out motives and unpack that situation. And I think, again, it is important for us to continue the conversation and continue to not only have that community in our thoughts and prayers, but to figure out how this doesn't happen to the next community. Because if nothing else, again, we were reminded that this could happen anywhere. So the solution discussions need to continue, and because we already know the problems. And as for Travis Hunter and his girlfriend, just shut up. That's all I got to say. Just be quiet.
And just say, listen, we're done talking about it. Don't worry about us.
Yeah, that was last Saturday. Like, no one is still sitting around. The people that are sitting around still thinking about what you and your girl are doing, those are the people that you should be the least concerned about. And with that, that is our time. Thank you so much, T. Smith.
Yeah.
9 more hours of live consecutive Black Talk Radio coming up here on your dial. Up next is The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. Peace out.
We have Sunday matinee basketball on The Truth. The Milwaukee Panthers welcome the North Central Rams into UW Milwaukee Panthers Arena on Sunday afternoon.
Out for Fulks, and he'll bury a three. And Doug Gottlieb is going to have to burn his final timeout of the game with 11:19 to go.
Scott Warris has the coverage Sunday starting at 1:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers